morning. Today I want to talk to you about gender pay equality in the EU. First, I'd like to draw a parallel between grades and compensation. Then I would like to give you some statistics from the EU. Next, I'd like to give you an overview on the key points of this issue. And then lastly, I'd like to talk about why we need awareness and action on this issue. So first, I'd like to present a scenario for you. So we all study here in Duisenberg, and we all have group projects and exams and things like that. Sometimes we end up in a team that has a mixed group of people, so guys and girls. Imagine for a second that you all contribute an equal amount to a group project. You get your grades back, and you notice that your grade is significantly lower than your male counterparts, and you question why, because you know that you worked just as hard as they did, you put just as much effort as they did, but then somehow you weren't rewarded in the same way that they were. You inquire with your professor why this is the case, and they tell you, well, you happen to be a female, and your counterparts are male, so sorry, but they just get higher grades. That's just the way it is. How would this make you feel? Do you think that this is fair? This is what women go through every day in their workplace. The thing is, for the same amount of education, the same number of years of experience, in the same occupation, and regardless of your background, you are on an equal level in terms of how you work with other genders, but somehow they're getting paid more than you are. Just to give you some statistics on this, the way that we calculate the difference between the pay rate is based on the hourly rate that you make in your workplace. And on average in the EU, women earn 16.2% less than men every month in their paycheck. And in the Netherlands specifically, women are earning 17.2% less, which is a whole percent more than the EU average. So there's definitely a problem here in Amsterdam. And this is where we study, this is where some of us hope to work in the future, so I think it's quite a big issue. So I just wanted to read a quote for you from the European Commission, because they are aware that this is a big issue and they want to draw awareness to it because they've been publishing some papers, having some forums, and they want more people to know what's going on. And the quote says, "Gender equality is a fundamental right, a common value of the EU, and a necessary condition for the achievement of the EU objectives of growth, employment, and social cohesion." So the other thing that's important to note is that the pay gap widens with age. So by the time a woman is 40, she's making 70% of what a man in a similar position is making. So I want to take you back to the example that I gave you in the beginning. Imagine getting your grade and getting 17% less than your male counterparts. How would you feel? And I know there are guys in the class and you're sitting thinking, how does this affect me? I'm fine. But what about your mom? What about your sister? What about your future significant other, your daughters? How would you feel to know that they contribute the same and they get less recognition just because of their gender? Is it fair? The EU has made a lot of progress, as I said, on this issue, but the problem is increasing. There's awareness, but nobody's acting. And what I want today is to make you know that this is an issue, to make you care, to evoke some emotion from you, and hopefully you'll want to be more active, and you'll want to, even though you feel like, oh, I'm a male, this doesn't directly affect me, you'll want to do something about it for the people that you care about who are women. Thank you.
Thank you.